good afternoon and welcome to Cooking Uncovered. This afternoon I'd like to share with you this amazing fish soup recipe. Seriously, this was so delicious I just had to redo it so that I could share it with you. And I'll show you a list of all my ingredients so you can get it all together. But of course you can go to my website, and I'll pop this on the screen up here, www.cookinguncovered.blogspot.com, to get a complete recipe. This is amazing. So stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. So the onions and the garlic are in this pot, and I've used about 4 cloves of garlic, and actually I've left them whole because, you know what, I don't mind. You can use as much garlic as you want. I'd go up to 8 if you really wanted it. The onions are brown, as you can see, they're caramelized. Now I'm going to add my anchovy fillets, and I want to add about 4 anchovy fillets, and I'll show you what they look like. So they just came out of the can, and of course this is what they look like, right? So I'm going to chop those up because this gives an amazing taste to fish soup. Seriously, just once you've tried anchovies, you'll never go back, trust me. Alright, so that's my anchovies. They're in, and I'm just going to quickly saute those away. Now, really at this point, what is it you want to add? This soup happens to be celery, leeks, peppers, but if you, or zucchini, but if you want to add something else, go ahead, because it's amazing how beautiful the vegetables are in this soup. So these are, I've got 2 celery stalks here, and they're just starting to go wilty, just a little bit, so I'm going to add those to the soup. I don't want to throw them out, but I'm definitely going to add them to the soup. So just a quick chop, and in they go. Where's my handy dandy scraper? There it is. Scrapers really help because it gets everything in the bowl really fast. I've got 1 zucchini that I am going to use, and I'm just going to switch knives because I have anchovy oil all over my hands, and now I can't grip my knife properly, and of course that would be unsafe. So here's my zucchini, so I'm just going to cut up my zucchini over here, and I'm just going to put my soup on the back burner so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn this off and put it to the back burner. Perfect. Working weight. Alright, zucchini. I cut it in half, then cut it in half again, and I put my zucchini on the flat edge, and then I dice, because that definitely is a safer way to dice zucchini. And of course, the minute you want to show people something that's really safe, something happens that's not safe. So just keep your zucchini on your board, and then just turn them and dice them. Alright, so I'll add that after, but I just wanted to show you that you can put that whole zucchini in. In it goes. Great. It's going to be wonderful. Bell peppers. Alright, on my videos, I'll show you how to clean and dice a bell pepper the most efficient way. So if you just check on the box up there or up there, and you can go to that link if you like. But there's 1 red bell pepper. Excellent. So it's about the same size as the zucchini and the celery. So in that goes, the whole while I'm sauteing. Now, at this point, I'm also going to add some fresh ginger. I'll add all of the zucchini. So if you have a small zucchini, add that. This is a rather large zucchini. I'm still going to add it because it's going to be delicious. All right, fresh ginger, and I'm just going to grate that into my soup. So I would like about 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. And believe me, folks, you will be surprised at the beautiful taste of this soup. So in that goes, and I do want to saute that with all my vegetables because that will start to take on this beautiful taste. Now, because I'm using anchovies and because I'm using a prepared vegetable stock, I'm actually not going to add any salt. Maybe just a little bit of pepper. At the very end, I'll add a little bit of pepper. So that's all my vegetables in here, except for my zucchini, which I'll add. I'm going to add my stock, which is 8 cups of stock. So in that goes now. 8 cups of stock. Now, I'm going to bring this up to the boil. It's going to cook for about 25-30 minutes. And when I'm 1 minute from service, I'm going to add some tilapia fillets, and my fresh spinach. Now, if you have spinach in the fridge and you find that the bag is starting to wilt a bit, just go through it, pick out the pieces that aren't very good, and just throw it in your soup at the very end. So we're going to just let this cook, and in about 25 minutes I'll come back and show you this amazing soup. It's going to be really delicious. Okay, this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. It's almost at the boil, and it's time to add your leeks. I didn't want to add my leeks right at the beginning, but you can, of course. It doesn't matter. You can saute them. It'd be wonderful. So in they go. Lots of leeks. Beautiful, beautiful leeks. So that's one really large leek, and I diced it up, and in it goes. So look at that, beautiful. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. You are going to make this over and over again. Perfect. The soup has been cooking away for about, simmering away for about 25 minutes. This is going to be perfect. Here are my 2 tilapia fillets. This is what they look like. All right, so I'm just going to quickly cut those in half each, and then in half again. And then I'm going to cut larger chunks than I normally would, about like this. Can you see that? About like that. Perfect. So in that goes. So after I add the fish and after I add the spinach, and if you have frozen peas on hand, after you add the peas, seriously, a minute to a minute and a half. Now just take out the little bits that you don't like in there, go through that. It's fine. Stir that up. That will now simmer away for about a minute, minute and a half, and then we have our gorgeous soup. Seriously, this fish cooks so quickly in the very, very hot soup. And I just want to show you a bowl. It's going to be perfect. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful fish. And really, the fish is almost cooked. That's how quickly the fish cooks. Look at that. So, for my fish soup with my spinach, my leeks, ginger, it's so perfect. So thanks for joining me on Cooking Uncovered. I hope you really enjoy this. Don't forget to go to my blog, cookinguncovered.blogspot.com, for a complete recipe. So thanks for joining me.